The very survival of human race depends upon our ability to surround with people who think like us. That's the case even now in this very moment. You trust some people, you distrust some other people. The very fact your sitting position itself, you are sitting with people who think like you. I tell you, before every feeling that we have, thought originates the feeling of good. Sometimes for no reason we feel good. I told you the very existence of human race on this planet Earth depends upon the ability of people to associate or surround with people who think like them. I told you that. What does that mean? That means everything is governed by values, certain set of values and beliefs. The scenario of a workplace, today or tomorrow, you will be employed, you will be working with people, group of people, that's for sure. What is trust? Belief. Yeah, trust is a belief, yes. I think answer is the right answer. Sorry, faith. Faith, belief, faith.
Trust is a bonding.
Trust is a bonding, yes.
Expectation we have from someone.
Expectation we put forward or you have from someone, yes. What is trust?
Believing in something.
Dependence. Trust is a dependence. So you depend on your own vulnerability. You expect someone to support you when you fall, right? When you fall. That's a trust. So we have trusted someone. Even before we were born, our parents trusted on someone. The hospital, the gynecologist, nurses, or our pediatrician when we fall sick. Every single walk of our life, we trust. Professor Joby trusted me. He called me over here. Especially from the point of an organization. Tomorrow, you will be working in group in an organization. How it is going to make impact in your personal life and in your career life. That's what we are going to look at. I believe that trust is an inherited trait, whereas distrust is a learned behavior. The good news is that since distrust is a learned behavior, it can also unlearn. We must believe that what is happening is good, what will happen will be best for us, any point of time. What works in life is relationship, not money. Of course, money can buy, but trust and the relationship can work. So if you need to have a good relationship, what needs to have? Trust. And if you need to have a trust, you need to have a good communication. The quality of your relationship depends upon the quality of communication. Very good. Communication determines the quality of your relationship. And communication is the lifeblood of every relationship. In your personal life, in your family life, in your organizational life, in your professional life. Trust means I can put my situation at any moment, my status, self-esteem in a group, our relationship, my job, my career, even my life in your hands with complete confidence. So that kind of confidence you need to build yourself at your workplace. Trust is human and it is in a human interaction. Why do we trust?
Build a relationship.
To build a relationship, yes. So man is a social animal. Yeah. Sense of security, sense of belongingness. You need to be belonged. You have a name. Is there anyone without a name here? You got a name. Everyone of you got a name. Am I right? Good. Trust is a prerequisite for effective interpersonal communication. We have seen it, the importance of communication at workplace, relationship works. See, in my classes, normally I say HRM. What is HRM? HRM is human relationship management. If you have relationship, you have everything. Relationship can make or break, and people make or break in the organization. Relationship that matters. Only relationship that matters. So if you need to have a good relationship at the workplace, you need to have a good communication. at the workplace. With your people, how you communicate with yourself in the first place determines how you communicate with other human beings. If you communicate with yourself positively, what do you think about yourself? What do you think about the day? Is it positive? Strong? Do you get a positive energy or negative energy? About the day, about yourself, about your colleague, about the organization. That's just communicating with oneself. So that set a preface for you to communicate with your fellow human being at the workplace. If you are a good husband, good wife, good sister, good brother, at home, you will be a good colleague in the office as well. It's the reflection of your relationship, your personality. People say at large, the character. So we all know that character of an individual is derived out of the values the person possesses. So you need to have a good values as an individual. Therefore, you will be a productive person in group, in organization. That's why the organization which grew and built ever, they are the organization based on a strong value base, value foundation. The organization which has got a very weak, unethical values, they don't live forever. They don't survive forever. That's a fact. We all know it. So I don't want to mention the organization, you know that. There are quite a lot of organizations, we only hear their name, they don't exist. Because they did not profess, they did not practice the value they are supposed to, practice in their workplace. Without trust, employees may feel uncertainty, worry, and sense of insecurity. Why do people play politics at the workplace? Power hungry. Why do they need a power? What is power?
Authority.
Authority. What is authority?
Responsibility.
To take decisions.
Yeah, to take responsibility. Have you thought about it? Why do you need a power? Why do you need an authority? Why do you need a designation? Have you thought about it? Why do you need power? Yeah, yes, you are right. You can take decisions so that you can move the organization and the group towards accomplishing a goal which is set for the organization and the team. Yes, decision you can make it. You need power. Power is the ability through which you control the behavior of other person. People play politics because they are insecure. They are insecure about their vulnerability. They are afraid of rejection. They are aware that they lack something. In other ways, they say they are not confident. If they are confident, their self-esteem is too high. Do they need to do this negative game in the workplace? Politics is positive as well. When you walk into an organization and start working in group, influencing them, when you are aware of it, as much as you are insecure, your fellow human being as well as insecure. To build a good relationship, good trust, you need to work towards mitigating that feeling of insecurity within yourself as well as amongst people with whom you work. Uncertainty, we have seen it. Insecurity, lack of self-confidence, self-esteem, we have seen it. What is mirror neuron? Mirror neurons. Have you heard about this term anywhere? Neurons? What is neurons? The cells, protons and neutrons. Yeah.
Neurons are the brains and
Looks like you are well educated, well read. Good. You are right. What is mirror neuron? Yeah, it is a reflection by itself. You know that mirror reflects always. Yes, you are right. That's why it is. Yeah. Let's see. This is what exactly happens. Mirror neurons are one of the most important discoveries in the last decades. Mirror neurons respond to actions that we observe in others. See, suppose, just imagine, you're 6 months old baby, I'm a pediatrician, you came, your parents brought me to for your vaccination. I take a sweet, fine looking long needle and then I just remove the air bubbles and then I take take it and then I slowly inject it. The parents who look at it, can you imagine how would be their facial expression? If I really do it, just imagine I have got a long needle. Okay, in my hand, you are a 6 months old baby. I really do what I am telling you. What would be your facial expression? That you already done it. Why? Did you experience pain? Did you experience pain? You didn't experience, but what exactly had happened? Yeah, why? Because the neurons in my brain, if I experience that, how the neurons get lighted, the same impact will be there when I see the same behavior happening, manifestation of behavior external to me, outside me. But this exactly happens in the organization. You are the reflection you see with your teeth. Have you noticed it? You go for a job interview, they ask you certain questions. Why? Why do you want to leave your current job? They ask you the question, very general question. What do you think they are asking for? What do you think? Not feedback.
They want to see the way you think.
Yes, they just want to see your mind. Look into your mind, that's all. If you talk ill about your boss, the boss is so rude and not paying salary, you carry yourself into the organization and you see yourself in the organization and in the group. If you are happy, pleasant, satisfied and a promising, a positive person, you will find everyone around you and even the scenarios and situation around you, you find positive and energetic and promising to you. That's the only difference you make in your life. How you see yourself. How you interpret what you see outside. The interpretation always happens. The frame of references we have, all of us are having a frame in our mind. Right? When I walked in here, I wished you good morning. You already had a frame of reference about the visiting faculties. From where did you get that frame of reference? Did you meet me before? That means to say, you knew about me even before knowing me. Any questions? That's called a mental frame of reference. Every walk of our life, every relationship, everything we do, everything we don't do, we got a frame of reference. Mental frame of reference. We reflect who we are with others. In the organization where we are, the group with which we are working, we reflect. That's why I told you, if trust is a learned behavior, distrust also can be unlearned. You can build trust, right? You build trust. You build trust with your faculty, teacher. No? With a special face. You want it. You can. So we may think that once you lost trust, you cannot build it. That's a fallacy. That's not true. You can build. How do you build it? Make it happen. You trust yourself in your own capability. And then you will find your workplace conducive and promising to you. But you got it inside, you will always get it outside. The people don't get it outside. Am I sounding abstract? No. You don't have it inside you, you will not have it outside. You will not find it. If you are not friendly, you will find everyone unfriendly. If you are not trustworthy, people will not trust you. You always trust people who trust. Right? What is trust? Just trust simply means it's a feeling that a 3 years child has when you throw him in air and catch again, and he feels and he enjoys it. That depends upon who throws. Mother, brother, sister throws it. He enjoys. Is he worried about falling down and breaking the backbone? Is he worried? No, because he is assured about getting support on the area of his vulnerability. You work in the organization. You will take challenging responsibility if you already established a trust with your boss. Otherwise, man is curious. Have you seen a small little child? How curious it is. They're very curious about everything. You can't leave anything. They will open it. Some pattern, right? We are born with that curiosity. What happened to us? We lost it. Someone in the process of growth said, don't touch. So they restricted us. We put boundaries around us. That's why it is said, man is born free, but lives in bondage. Everywhere restrictions. So in restriction, organization have an organizational restrictions in the form of rules, process, policies, all that. But still, you need to have that freedom. The freedom comes from the awareness, the feeling that yes, in my vulnerability, the organization will support me. That's a trust. Trust is a human feeling. It's a feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. Do you trust? Do you trust? Whom do you trust? Your friends. Those friends are here or other class? Here, let's see it later. We'll see it who is your friend and whom you. Starting point of trust. Core values we have seen it. Honesty, integrity, respect for people. You know, I am from Orange County. One of our core values is that respect for people. We place people before profit. That's the trust. The base, the origin of trust comes from the values. What kind of value? Will you trust someone who is totally valueless, value corrupt? Trust, will you trust? You already have seen trust is a wonderful feeling, which originates from a set of people with whom you are surrounded. They also share the same kind of beliefs, same kind of likes and dislikes, right? There is some similarity as to happen. Then why are we talking about trust at the workplace? Why are we talking? Because that's not happening. If trust is not there at the workplace, you cannot be effective and efficient and successful in your career. We need goodwill. What is goodwill? It's a relationship. So you need to get that goodwill from the employer. You are put under a team leader. You have to get the goodwill from the team leader with whom you work. It's a feeling. Context, feeling. Now let's see the next. Acceptance of vulnerability. You need to put the trust into action. Need to trust yourself in the first place. I consider personally have a trust with God who created you. Vertical trust. Right? He will never let you fall and fail. He will let your heads up. And He is the fortress and your guard and shield. Today, the spirituality is a very important topic in the corporate world. Are you aware of it? In fact, you introduced me as a GM HR. I used to be a GM HR. Today, I am HOD and a GM of spirituality. I evolved out to a spiritual person. Counseling, mentoring, coaching, and training. That's why I enjoy what I am doing now. So you need to have that trust with your own Creator. Omnipotent, the sovereign God who created you. And it's not an accident. You are here not an accident. Anyone of you think that you are an accident here? Maybe the evolution really men think that you are an accident. Okay, you evolved out from one single self and then, no. What are the purpose? Everything in nature, even if you are an atheist, you are not believing in God, still use your brain, use your rationale. So that's a preface I need to say. The spirituality plays a vital role in today's corporate world. See, when you talk about a spirituality, you don't bring the connotation of a religion. Keep the religion out of spirituality. Spirituality is your relationship with your Creator. You are not a purposeless, accidental outcome. No. You get what I'm saying? Alright. So, this explains itself. In life, trust works. So do you want to put into action whom you trust? At the workplace, you cannot go and ask, boss, do you trust me? Will you do that? No. But every moment you are saying that. How do you say it? You communicate it. How do you do it?
By giving responsibility to the
Absolutely, your behavior. How you, whether you deliver on timeline, you are telling that yes, you can always trust me. I am there for you, sir. Give me the responsibility, you are telling it, right? Lindo, I asked him, do you trust? It's a very direct communication we have. In the organization, we will not have a direct communication. Indirect, non-verbal communication keeps happening ceaselessly. Are you with me? Alright. Good. So you can look at me. So one way you can communicate to me that you are with me is that through an eye contact. If you are looking down for some reason, I don't know. Alright. Both of us press, not out about it. I am going to fall. I know that you will catch me. So how I am going to fall? I just fall back. I will show you how to catch me. So you need to catch me. Your hand should be like that. You have to catch me like this. Okay. So I will hold my hand like this. You know what? Be aware, and I am aware. If you don't catch, what could probably can happen? I can break my backbone. Alright? And I can break my head. Probably, rest of my life, I will be lying down on a bed like a vegetable. And the painful, excruciating, painful, treatment I may have to, undergo after the corrective surgery or that. So, in spite of that, I trust you. Linda, because you trust me. If you don't trust me, I will trust you. He was doubtful about it. He didn't trust me, so he don't understand. Alright. So, you were doubting yourself.
No, I don't doubt you.
You are doubting on your own strength. So I am going to fall. You see, there is a test on trust on my leg. If I really trust, so it will be a real free fall. Okay? 1, 2, 3, Linda, I am coming. So I have seen it in this exercise where people fall and then their leg also moves unconsciously. Alright? That's the trust. Do you want to manifest for the sake of the class? Wait a minute. If you do like this, how will he catch you? Her hand will come in between your hand. Yeah. Do like this. Yeah. Wait a minute. No. There is a integrity test happens. You didn't trust. How do we know?
Yeah, because
She moved her leg. So you want to ask her. See, you have to gain. See, it is okay to distrust. It's not a sin. It's not a crime to distrust. What are you doing to build that trust? Listen, don't lose. Because of the fun we are having, don't lose the point. In the workplace, people don't trust you. What are you doing about it? What are you doing about the distrust you are facing at the workplace? Are you doing something? Forget about doing. Are you taking responsibility? See, today you will sit and laugh. Tomorrow, you will be laughing at the workplace. When people don't trust, people don't support you, what are you going to do about it? The answer is trust. If you want to be trusted, you have to trust. If distrust is build the trust. So, you don't trust that. So, build your trust. It's okay to distrust. It's not a crime. But if you want any one of your friends to manifest, both of you are very active. Come, both of you. You trust. So, is there a Cold War going on between both of you? Do you trust each other? You move this side. Okay. So I need to move fast. I got only 1 more hour left. I need to finish what I want to finish. Make it fast. Who is going to trust? See, both of you trust each other. Who is going to fall? Alright. Yeah. 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 It's a simple. You see it, leg did not move. Now, there was a case where, like one manifestation at Spinoza, will you catch me? And he said, yes, I'll catch you. Then I fell. Anything can. That's a communication mismatch. See, sometimes what happens, not because people put you down, not because they don't trust you or you don't, there's a distrust. Maybe because of communication, miscommunication. You say, will you catch? And then you fall forward, what will happen? Who will catch you? You're supposed to fall backward, right? Sounds funny, but that's what happens in the workplace. Exactly that's what happens. Alright, you want to see this? Yeah, correct. It's very important. Now some people are very shady, you cannot trust them somehow. Right? They are not very comfortable. Why? Something is wrong. Some barriers, some blocks. Workplace you will find people like that. There is something happened in my workplace in Orange County which touched me, moved me and inspired me. One of the staff met an accident. We have resorts in Coorg and Kavini. Kavini is about 2 hours drive from Mysore. From the resort, this staff was riding a bike and coming to Mysore. He was on a weekly off day. It's a holiday for him, weekly off. He met a serious accident. He went and collided with a truck, lorry, or speeding. He fell down and then one of the back wheel ran over his right leg and that thing. And that moment he did not lose his conscience. His phone was there, took it, with lying down he called. No, whom did he call? Not me. I'm in a Bangalore. He called the general manager of Orange County Kavini. He did not think about calling his close friend or anyone. He called Mr. Joy Dev in that excruciating pain. And after that he lost his conscience. He called it to him. He knows that all that he has to say, I met an accident, I am so and so, please. That's the trust he has with the general manager. So about 250 employees are there in one resort. Like we have 3 resorts, the third one is coming up. He called that man, very star. He will be having a close interaction with his HODs, head of the department and his direct reportees. But he is much below the various, tiers of authorities and organizational structure. 2 down, but still he called that man. That's a trust. And always, trust will be honored. See, when you are a boss, tomorrow you will be a leader. So what is required is not authority or a power. What is required is that people with you who will take bullet on your behalf. When you are in a crisis, when a terrorist fires you, will someone run away or take the bullet on their chest and save you? That's the trust you need to do. What do you do that? If you are the boss, why should I do that? Because I trust you. Even if I die, you will take care of my family. Anything can happen to me. Today, tomorrow, anything can happen to you and me. Now or tomorrow, anytime. But you know, a feeling you have that everything required to be taken care, will be taken. That's the trust. Today, the corporate world investing in huge amount on building organizational trust. And spirituality plays a vital role in building trust. Are you for the game? That's the question. Will you be a player in the court? Will you put yourself at risking yourself and play for a trust? If you are a good playmate in the game of trust, rather than game of playing the politics, dirty politics, build trust. The trust will reward you. That's for sure. Are you inspired to hear that? It's not an inspirational talk, my dear friends. It's the fact. Look at your own life, personal life. Whom do you trust? Trust pay you the dividend. You trust, they will trust you. Now when I am talking about trust, it doesn't mean that blindly you trust anybody and everybody. You have to trust the trustworthy ones, right? Yes or no? The Joby trusted me. And I keep up the trust he has in me. I will not disappoint you. At the end of 2 hours, I will not make you to feel that it was waste of time. Something has to get rubbed onto you. Something you got to internalize yourself. What is that something? The value for trust. Do you value trust? If I can rub on you that value, I did my job. Trust is like a paper. Once it is crumbled, how hard to try to make it straight. But it will never be perfect again as it is. Probably you will wet it and put a linen cloth over that. You may use a hot iron box and iron it. All that you will do it. But still, crushed purple is a crushed purple. So, value it. Don't play around with trust. Build trust. Invest in trust. Trust your ability. I have seen people, the problem they have invariably they don't trust themselves. My dear friends, that's the biggest cancer. Oh, I can't. If I ask you to volunteer, how many of you come forward? The fear of failure, fear of getting ridiculed, fear of getting rejected. The fear is the signal of distrust. Thank you for everyone looking at me. So that's a signal to me that you trust me. Now he's looking down. Good. So I know that I can trust you. We look down, distrust comes to me. You may be testing. You may not like me, or you may be busy with your own business, or probably you consider yourself engaged in something more interesting than the class itself. That's the message I get. Thank you for 100% attention. Oh yeah, you know what? There's a story, a crow which was sitting on a branch. Thereby, one hungry fox was going behind. You must have heard about the story, right? And the crow happens to sit on a dry branch. It was a breezy day, windy day. And crow asked, "Why are you sitting down?" He said, "Crow, so I hope that the branch breaks because it's a windy time. Okay. If it breaks, you will fall down. I can have my dinner." And that didn't affect the crow. Understand the moral. Something happens in your life, it shouldn't affect you. If at all it has to affect you, it has to affect you to, boost your capability to grow. So God has invested certain capabilities, certain competencies in you, certain abilities in you. That has to grow. When you nourish and nurture it, that which you nourish and nurture will grow. If you happen to live in a social environment or a family environment where always negativity happens, you know, people say, oh, you are not good for it. Oh, no, you don't do it. Let him do it. So, you know, that bias, differentiation, manifestation of distrust on you, it's all negativity. So you will breed on that. What happens? You grow as an ineffective person without any confidence. But whatever happens outside should not interfere or affect your confidence, your self-worth. We say it as a self-esteem. If you lose your self-esteem, you lost forever. You should never, ever let your self-esteem to get lost. In your personal life, family life, in your career life, your self-esteem. The people who have a self-esteem, they are honest people. They respect themselves. Self-esteem is self-respect. Okay. If you have poor self-respect, the reason is that basically you are not an honest person. You are crooked. You are not truthful about yourself. Maybe in a small little things. It's like, if we are not trustworthy in a small little things, God will not trust you with higher responsibility in life. Actually, this is a verse in the Bible. It's not a religious class. I'm just telling you something to help you out. You need to be trustworthy even in a small little things. In our organization, I told you, people go before profit. We respect people before the profit. We don't care about the profit. It doesn't mean that we don't care at all. We care the individual. Whether the GM or the director or the office boy, the cleaner in the office, we respect. Because he is a human being. The moment you put that value in action, trust automatically happens. When people fail, the values will not fail. People will come and go. Organization stays because the values the founding fathers of the organization put in stays. The moment values dilapidate, the organization starts dilapidating. So, are you a person of values? If you are a person of value, you are a person of character. And a person of character will be trusted by everyone. Will anyone in this world have a problem in trusting Mother Teresa? There will be definitely people, ample number of people having problem trusting Narendra Modi. Right? Even in class itself. But do you have any problem because he is an old woman, he is no more? Just imagine he is there. Do you have any problem trusting her? To give a $1 million or some, hard-earned money for charity, giving her, closing your eyes. Does anyone sitting here have a problem? Do you have a problem? No. Because it's a character. What is character? Character is derived out of value, I already told you. No reputation, I don't mind to repeat it. You need to be a professional of a character. You need to uphold certain values. Not all values I say. Certain values. Especially the organizational values. At the time of recruitment interview, people ask questions, invariable questions. What do you care? How do you care? Why do they ask that? Some weird questions at the time of interview. Checking on your personal integrity, your honesty, your truthfulness, your trustworthiness, your dependability. To find out whether is this person strongly grounded on values. Those values the person grounded on is matching with the organizational value. That's what HR does it. Man, value, fit, man. Yes, this value, yes, fitting. No, fitting. Maybe we can alter, orient, index, train, cost over a period of time. Probably we can alter. Okay, anyway, decision taken to go. Do you get what I'm saying? What is this? Wheat. Grains of wheat, right? We all are complete. I told you God created. There is no waste in God's creation, right? Everyone. See, some are super intelligent, supersonic intelligent people are out there. Too fast. Some people are very slow learners. Isaac Newton, Einstein, for that matter, they are slow learners, but they are genius, we say. So different people with different capabilities, but each one is completed, incomplete and perfect, in wholesome in their creation. In God's creation, nothing is waste. If at all we find somebody waste or useless, that's because we make it. God doesn't make it. All that nonsense we do here in this world, we blame God. God is perfect and holy and sovereign. And in His creation, nothing is waste. I personally don't consider anybody here is less competent than this one who is sitting next to you, left to you or right to you. Each one sitting on your place, on your chair. Each one of you worth in the eyes of God like a grain of wheat. There is life in it. There is a DNA and how do you say encrypt? Encrypt, a DNA encrypt in each grain. The characteristic is a horoscope. It's already written. You will be like this. This single grain will grow so many feet, will produce so many offerings, or feed so many hungry mouths. Hungry stomach. Alright? So what the grains is a beans grain. So when a beans grain is put in a soil in an organization, what happens? Just consider analogy. You consider yourself as a beans. So when you are put in an organization, what happens? What grows first? What do you see growing first? The leaf. You started getting a promotion on the first, or increment first, or getting recognized first. What do you get first when you are recruited to Orange County? What do you get first? You put into test. You put into the soil. Then what happens? Nothing happens to you? Huh? You started absorbing things. You are put into a nutrient soil. The organization, lot of dynamics happening. Left, right, middle, center, everywhere. Communications happen, training happens, orientation happens, briefing happens, learning happens, holding happens. Everything happens. Okay. It absorbs like your water, winds absorbs. And some dynamics happens within you. Transformation happens to you. You started, earlier I told you frame of reference, right? Put everything in the right frame of reference. Suppose the boss is troubling you, giving you overdue work. See, you have two choices. One choice is see that this boss is useless, rude, heartless, all the abusive words you can say and describe him and feel good about yourself. Rather, he said, bless him. He is building me. A good sculpture is made, an artist chisels out. That's how, like Michelangelo. Good artist chisels out. And then the beautiful, masterpiece comes out of it. That's what happens in the organization too. Nobody can kill you. Nobody can take away your life. So then that's not an organization. Maybe some terrorists do. We do it in a wrong place. We only believe. So there are organizations, no? I tell you, you do. If you don't do it, I kill you. That's the value of organization. Do or die. Today, we don't live in a world where organizations operate do or die philosophy. Our philosophy is do and then grow. If you don't do, you don't grow. The beans fallen in the ground went down to absorb water, the training, inspiration. You need to touch, moved and inspired by what is happening around you in the organization. As for your growth, then transformation happens internally within you. Can you see anything? A fallen wheat here? Is there anything happened to the beans? The seed? Nothing happened. But something is very actively happening inside. What is that actively something happening inside? The growth, the transformation. The first day you walk into the organization, you are inducted. Something is happening to you. They inculcate you on the values of the organization. They tell you about the do's, don'ts, philosophies. All out of things they induct you. And then give you a place to sit. And take you for a floor walk, introduce you people. Left, right, more that. And then probably they will be nice to you, like a honeymoon period. Goody, you know, everything happens. You'll see how wonderful. I never thought that life is going to be so beautiful as this. And then you can't remain there. You need to start growing. The things start happening inside, and then all of a sudden, something breaks. The root comes out. You will have the first experience of success. But we say it as a, you need to have the sweetness of success in your life to grow. Right? So you have, maybe they give you small tasks, so small accomplishment, they will clap, acknowledge you, appreciate you, you feel good about it. Yes or no? You need to go fast. Oh. And once you are rooted with trust, what happens? What are the functions of root? How many biology students? Botany students? Absorb nutrients, water, which are essential for growth. Trust is trusted, rooted in trust. And what are the other things? Support you so that you will be stable. You will be firm, right? How will you support an foundation? How will you have that certainty? I have seen it that distress, one of the reasons for unpredictability. When you are rooted with someone, the team with whom you trust. So what do you enjoy? Predictability, right? Do you suffer from uncertainty? No. But in reality what happens? People feel insecure, start playing politics, ditching each other, non-cooperation, sabotage. You know some information, you don't share it with your team. So that if I share it, what happens? You will get it. So you are self-destructive. When you have a distrust in you, you become destructive yourself. Nobody has to destroy you. If at all, somebody has to destroy you, only you can destroy yourself. I am your boss, you are my subordinate, I cannot do anything to you. Only you can do something to you. Either to help you or destroy you. Second, frame of reference. Hello? The framework, the context, every one of us are hiring. Don't worry, it's not you. All of us are having a frame of reference. When I say hello, you already got a frame of reference. It has to be from your past experience. So you must be doing something unacceptable, socially unacceptable, unprecedented. So the professor or faculty say hello. So you already got into the frame of reference. It's not necessarily the frame that you have is the right frame. You only will get a right frame. So when I say hello, that means it could be anything. Could be appreciating. Or could be anything. Alright? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Frame of reference. So root, nutrients, water for growth. It gives you support, it gives you stability, it eliminates the uncertainty and gives you predictability in your life. If you are predictable, see the university give you a syllabus, right? It gives you predictability, and you believe and trust that no questions will come out of the syllabus. And in my experience, I have seen questions out of that. That's different. There are exceptions. We don't go by exceptions. Yes. Sorry? Okay. Oh, yeah. It's your class, it's not my class. All right, we have seen it. You got it now, the analogy?
Yes.
Yeah. You are a seed. You got to grow. Somebody trusted you. The recruiter trusted you. That's why they are taking you in. Do you trust them? Or you will fight for that, run away? And I have seen it. I do counseling. See, some people, a few thousand rupees, they leave. The awesome opportunity, the growth potential of the role. The organization can go for a stupid place. I just plead them, please, not for me or for the organization, but you, I plead you. Because why don't you see what I am seeing? That's my role. But yes, just see what I am seeing. Some cases I succeed in helping you to see what I am seeing. Some cases no. They have already decided not to see. Hold on to it. Trials and the bad times always an advent for a good spring, good time in your life. I'm talking about your career, my dear friends. Stick to the place. Have confidence and trust in yourself. If not, at least on your Creator. You're here for a purpose. You need to be a blessing for many. What is happening to you? When I get excited, unwanted, what else? See, you are a grain for itself and a blessing for many. And I consider myself a blessing for others. When your true self stands up, when I ask you to stand up, when the God, the Creator, asks you to stand up, no, He every day asks you to stand up. You stand up. Yes, your true self stand up. Your standing is a blessing for me. That's the purpose why you are here. So today I already mentioned, most of the organization invest in spirituality, counseling. It's not the organization's purpose of building wealth and staying there. See, wealth anywhere you build it. But are you creating meanings in the lives of many who work with you? That's why Origin Army asks people before profit. You respect individual people. People take something with them. Some values get rubbed onto them. Yeah, our purpose of existence is fulfilled. Do you understand? Creating trust among the team members. Right, but to go fast. How do you create trust among your team members? One day you will have a team, whether you like it or not, whether you want it or don't want it, you will have a team, or you will be a team member. You will be a member of somebody's team. Yes? How do you create a trust? Very inspiring. You must have seen it, right? See, today we live in an over-communicated society, the world, right? Hello? We all have enough communication. All of you got a gadget with you, 3G connection, 4G connection. Any information you want available in your fingertips, right? Any information. You can make a bomb, you can make a rocket, you can make any information you can download. How to make also, step by step, how to make a country-made bomb also, right? Information is overloaded, flooded with information, like Chennai. Chennai is flooded with water, no? We are living in an information flooded society. Does this technology and information help us to build trust? I can, send huge data within a second to my company office, or I can receive data. Will technology help me to build trust? Yes, no. And everything yes, no. Yes. If it helps you to build, yes or no is the right answer. Yeah. People use it. That's again a personal choice you make it. Your personal choice. What do you want to use it? Today, bloggers. Recently, bloggers in a seminar they organized. So I used to wonder why all the bloggers will have to organize a seminar like a blog. Because impersonalization creeped in. Would you like to, when you have a bank account or you bought some, your gadget. What is a gadget? Apple or Samsung gadget you bought. If you have a problem and you want to call a customer care, would you like to talk to a computer? Automated, responsive system, or would you like to talk to a customer care executive, a person, because that personal touch is getting lost in the organization. That's why organizations today invest in building trust, investing on people, on spirituality and counseling, personal touch. See, what is in me is what makes me interested. Why you all showed up today this morning? You have somewhere in your mind, you think that there is something in it for me. Yes or no? Otherwise, would you come here for? At least your attendance. If no attendance, you have me to come, you will come. But still some will come. Some will come. Who thinks and believes that there is something going to be in it for me. So, personal touch is very important. What is this personal touch? The feeling, the relationship. The trust plays a vital role in being associated with somebody. Look at that, creating trust among team members. How wonderful it is. So inspiring. Have you seen this? This is what happens. Happens today and will happen in the organization where you are recruited. So I want you all to come and join our journey. How many of you want to come and join our journey? At least after hearing me, only the good things. Okay, very good. Just take it. Yeah. All of you. Yeah, I just want to see you all. How many of you want to come and join our journey? I'm delighted. All of you. You don't want. Probably you want to start one. That's also good. I'm so delighted I'm part of it. Good. So, mind you, you are a seed. You will be pulling your soul. It's not a curse, it's a blessing. You need to grow. And God already given you the DNA, the script. So, some people see the horoscope. As you born, they write the horoscope. Now please, like Jatagam they say. Right, Jatagam. God already done a Jatagam or a horoscope for each one of us. So you don't have to overwrite on what God is already written. You are productive, you are wanted, you are valuable, you are complementary to the greater plan of God's world. Alright? Okay, good. I need to go past. Step 1, maintain one another's self-esteem. Do you do that? Do you respect each other? The people who have a greater self-esteem, they respect others. So you see the which behind, start behind, which about the other person. You know what? You are harming yourself. Do a favor yourself by talking good about the other person. You are doing a favor to yourself. Do unto others as you wish others to do to you. This always happens. That's the truth. My dear friends, you just get that. Workplace, get that. Even if you are the victim there, be a honorable victim. Not a wretched victim. But as a matter of fact, you are not a victim anymore. When you honor the other person, you will be honored. If not, it's guaranteed you will be honored by another organization. Now trust. First in work. Then you will have to see yourself and the workplace, the people with whom you work. Certain points I repeated because there is a purpose why I repeated. So it has to get rubbed on you, get into you. It has to become the part of your mainstream, of main blood stream. Internalize it. Nobody should take it away. Those values are there. That's why I am repeating. Alright? Are you all with me here?
Yes.
Step 2. Support and praise one another. Appreciation is a rubber ball. You put it, then only it can bounce back. If you keep every day all appreciation with me, and you are bound to ruin yourself. It's a self-barrier. You need appreciation. Appreciate. Look around the positive straw. Look for something which I can appreciate in you. So otherwise what I do in that team? Yeah, you know what? Why she got it? Because she got everything. Why I couldn't get it? Because I'm new. See, I got everything. So I couldn't. You appreciate. Look for things which you can appreciate. You are doing a favor to yourself. Keep sensitive information confidential. The people who talk blah 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 blah, they are insecure people. They are a signal of distress. Something is confidential. I want to get close to you. I share a confidential information about the organization. I may think that I will get close to him and earn his trust. No. On the contrary, he will know that hey, this man is not trustworthy. How loose talking he is. Loose mouth. So in the organization, very important. You need to have that wisdom to distinguish between what is shareable and what is not permitted to share. Use that wisdom. Power of discerning what you can, what you should not. So that will help you to build your trust in the organization. Stand up for one another. So it is, see, when you stand up for one another, you know what actually you are doing? You are standing up for somebody's uncertainty, somebody's vulnerability. You know what in the contrary you will get? You get a goodwill. You get the feeling for that person. You can apply this principle in your interpersonal relationship also. It's a common sense, my dear friends. It is there in net. You can download but will we ever download and learn until unless we have a stake in it? Until unless somebody like me come here and it's very old. From the book Trust by Jack R. Hughes. Distrust. When it will occur, excessive pressure is placed on people. Emergencies arise. Then a real test time, testing the water. When everything happens goody around us, you do not know whom you can trust. When crisis happens to you, when you really need, then the real friends will emerge out. The people whom you can trust. Because these are the times when distrust, triumph will come in many forms. Labor pressure exists, cultural unrest exists, sales are low. This is the time when distrust occurs. How to avoid distrust? Senior leaders need to place a high value on integrity and trust and then communicate that value to all associates. High value. I told you already, organizations and the people come and go, but organization stays because the value stays. High values. Even Narayana Murthy goes out of Infosys, still the value that he placed remains. So long as value remains, Infosys remains. The moment values goes out, Infosys is gone. The moment the value of people, placing people before profit remains. So long as it remains, people come and go, but Orange Committee remains. The moment the people-centric value goes, the organization goes. Disappears. Dilapidates. Get what I'm saying? Good. Trust and behavior. I think I'll have to next to this time. 7 step. Sorry.
For an organization, the organization gives pressure and all on employees so that they can trust themselves. So how does it do?
So that's why the organization is conscious about. See, the pressure, stress increases, the passion decreases. So the employee turnover will be higher. That's why the consciously organization is investing on people like spirituality, counseling, mentoring, coaching. See, changing the focus. Stress will be there. When this organization exists in the social environment, political environment, social, economic environment, because it has to survive to perform. Perform to survive. If you don't perform, you cease to exist. At the same time, it is an integrity and the integrity is to bind them together, to give them a common purpose and a goal and common passion for it. So they create it by, see, that's why the crisis situation what happens, a country is on attack. Do you think the admirals and generals will be very kind to their subordinate? They will be very rude. And everybody is charged up. So crisis has to be dealt as a situation of a crisis. So people all focus. That's why the emergency will be declared. All other things will be suspended, but the value will remain. Value has to be supplemented with the vision of the organization. What is the vision of the organization? Any organization for that matter. The defense, the vision is to protect the country. Orange or D, as for the vision. The pressure will be there. I am not saying no. That's why the investment is there. The training and development, orientation, mentoring, hand-holding, coaching, training, counseling. We all are human beings. We are vulnerable, right? See, I take 2 hours a session on stress, but still there will be distress because we are human beings. We are dynamics. A lot of things are unpredictable. Although most of the things are predictable in our life, we see all those predictable things are predictable. Unpredictability, uncertainty governs us. That's why the investment there. That's why formal trainings are there. Organizations recruit people who are trained. And again they look at the time of recruitment. Which institute are we recruiting? Whom are we recruiting? What are the values he got inculcated in the process of 15 years of education? I'm not overruling it, all that is happening around us. That's the challenge. That's the fun. Who survives? The one who adapts. How did I start my session? The very survival of the human race depends upon the capability to surround ourselves with people who think what we think. What does that mean? We surround with people who think. Do you think all those people who are sitting here has got something in common? Do you think? It may not be exactly the same thing like, see, like a terrorist trying to people for a single mission. Put a bomb in Vidhanasabha. Okay. Single vision, single minded. That's different. But here, all of you came with a common. Somebody wants to start a business of your own, but still, somewhere in the line, you align yourself. If not the vision, at least the mission, how you can accomplish. Alright, did I clarify your?
Yes.
It will be there. Stress will be there. Distress will be there. I'm not talking about an utopian scenario. No. That's our challenge. That
Stress can even lead to trust on bosses. Putting stress on employees can lead trusting them more.
you know what? Consciously nobody will put that stress in employees. Distress is stress, not trust. Stress, STRESS, no?
Yeah, if the organization puts stress on the employees, they start trusting themselves more that how efficiently they can work.
No, not necessarily. Stress is an outcome. Sometimes stress also motivates you, See, you are more productive before the exam, the day before the exam, or month before the exam? The day before the exam. Stress motivates you. What happened to you? Stress. So I have seen it. Before the bell goes, 3 people will be reading outside. I really don't know what they will be in the last moment getting it done. That makes difference in their life altogether. It's a game. You rightly said it. See, that's why I said when we were playing the game, distress happened. I said it's not a crime. Know it, be aware of it. So pluck it. It will keep on distress happening. Even in married life, distress will happen. Know it, identify it, pluck it. It's like when you have a crop, there will be weeds also grow along with the crop. You let the weeds grow along with the crop? Do you? No, you will not. When the moment you identify it, you pluck it. So you will have fully 100-fold yielding group of crops. Top quality, premium quality. Seven steps to help build trust. Start small. My talk may sound like a big, but I am at ground always. 2 hours talk, but I am at the ground. Small thing. One thing you pick it up. All that we discussed, we don't have to. So far, can you tell me something which you picked up? Some point, some value, some statement about trust or distrust. Can you? Come, fast. I have 10 minutes. Yeah, trust yourself so that what you are, you always get it back. It is always inside you that you find outside. Okay. What else?
Don't trust blindly.
Don't trust blindly. Okay.
It's mutual.
Trust is mutual. Responding. Yeah. Okay. Self-esteem. Invest in self-esteem. Honest people will have a high self-esteem. Dishonest people have low self-esteem. Yeah. Same. Yeah. When you trust oneself, then only you can trust people in group. These are the big things you need to get rubbed on it. These are the values which will stay with you. So appreciate. The appreciation comes back like a rubber ball. It bounces back to you. If you hold appreciation with yourself, you will never get appreciated. What you feel, you get back. That's a simple principle, no? Did I say anything rocket science? You knew it right from the beginning, no? When you were kids also, at home you learned it, no? Now why did you waste your time? You stayed at home. That's the problem with us. We take things for granted. Everything in surplus. I told you we live in that power communicated information world, technology. Right? Those technology will not help us. Information will not help us because we go by what is in it for me. What way to help me out? Does this class, this question answer will help me in any way? That is what is going to pay you the dividend in your life, in your cases. That's why they invite people like me. Starting in a small step. Always in the organization. Hello? Always in the organization, start small. Alright? You are small, right? You started from a single cell. You are multi-complex cell today. Are you with me? Yeah. At least look at me. I'm such an attention seeking guy, no? Forgive. So that you will be forgiven. See, when you forgive other person's mistake or grievance, you know what you are doing? You are doing a favor to yourself. You are relieving yourself, releasing yourself. And thereby, you are letting the other person to relieve himself, release himself, free himself, liberate himself. Forgiveness is a magic word in a corporate world. Magic word is a word in the corporate world. Forgiveness. But in the corporate training program, they don't say forgive. You know, they use a very superficial term. I don't know whether you heard about it. Complete yourself. Complete. I have got an issue with the what's his name? Parthasarathi. I got an issue with Parthasarathi. We rubbed on the wrong side and then something going on. I need convenience, please. I will nice it up. It will help you out. So when I complete with him, everything starts happening. It starts happening. Now all these religious programs, spiritual programs, they offer a retreat or some convention, something. They forgive all the grievous iniquities to their fellow human beings. A lot of healing happens. It's not a spiritual class, I'm reminding you, it's a corporate training class. Always you need to forgiveness is a value. You need to forgive. You cannot carry the baggage. And if you have an unforgiveness in you with your ex-boss coming to a new organization and start working under a new boss, things will not happen. My dear friends, take it from me. You need to forgive. Forgive yourself in the first place. Forgive your family members. Forgive your friends. Forgive your colleagues. Forgive for your own good, not for that. We are not doing a charity. Forgiving is a strength, not a weakness. Forgiving is not giving. Actually, you are gaining. Forgiving is not accepting your defeat. You are conquering. You are winning over. Forgive. Can you forgive? Can you just shake it off? That is sticky, stinking remarks that people made. Just shake it off. Like a wet dog, you know. You give a bath to your puppy. And if you have a puppy, but dog, just shake it down. You will have all the water will fall on you, right? Have you seen it?
Yes,
Shake it off every day. Can you? Can you?
yes, sir.
Why that is so regularly? Tomorrow you will be working in a corporate world. Apologize. You make a mistake. You have the humility to work and say, hey, I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. My mistake. You know what happens? You go up, you are not down. It's you, man. Make a mistake. Who doesn't make a mistake? Who is perfect? Everybody perfect? No. Everybody got their iniquity, their share of weakness, the vulnerability with them. Don't expect things to change overnight. I don't expect you to change overnight. I show you the analogy of a bean seed. Overnight it didn't happen. It absorbed water, was in a dirty manure, soil, stinking, and the root came. It has got its time. But be on the track. Be focused where you want to go. In your career, do you have a focus as far as your career is concerned? Do you have a goal, at least a dream? Yeah? Work somewhere? Become somebody? Something? Something, right? That's what I mean. Recreate the positive emotions. Always dwell on the positive emotions. The things which worked out in your life, always you need to derive energy from. Not on the beating you got it. All of us got a beating. I got enough beatings in my life. I should not dwell on that, right? I dwell on where people appreciated me, where people honored me. I derive energy from that. In other ways, simple language, layman's language, don't carry the baggage. Carry the batteries in you. And those Memories are the batteries to charge you. You gadget, carry a charging cord and wherever you see a plug, not get indulged where you tarnish your name, fame, your own self-esteem. Any dishonest involvement in a personal life or in a professional life will tamper your self-esteem. You will lose your moral strength. That's why politicians, who we respect, they are good politicians, value-based politicians, but they tarnish, they spoil their name. It seems that you are mentally already retired. The bell is making the problem. That is the mirror neutrons, The moment you hear the sound, those neutrons lights. Yeah, it's just time for a break. I'll take 5 more minutes. 10 minutes I asked, after 10, 5 is gone. Alright? Are you okay?
Yes,
I can even stop now also. No, sir. Keep it light. Do a project together before that. See, that's why organization have programs together. We have Fun Friday in our office. All of us get together and have fun. And also every day we have a prayer session. 2 minutes standing prayer. All of us come in the boardroom and then stand and pray. Settle prayer. Boosting ourselves. Do something together. People who pray together stays together. Team which works together, work something together, stays together. That's a feeling, man. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. When you go out with someone for a lunch or a dinner, you become bonded. Somebody was saying trust is bonded, right? Yes, somebody was saying it's a bonded. Keep it light. I finished before 5 minutes. Before wedding advance. So how did you find my class? Was it helpful?
Yes, sir.
So the class is all about you here. If you happen to land up in a bad organization, basically you are bad. Organization is good. What I say? Alright, thank you so much for tolerating me. And I really enjoyed it.
So that was Mr. George Vettikil, General Manager of Orange County. Thank you, sir. Thank you for such an enlightening session on the topic trust in workplace. I'm sure that all of us are going to definitely make use of it in our career path. On behalf of Department of Tourism, may I call upon us class rep, Nikita, to present a token of appreciation.
Hoping to see you again in the near future.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to see you next year. I have vested interest.